We've had the Junior X30, now to the Senior X30, and what a grid. Oliver Hodgson and Joe Turney on the front row, Danny Curl and Tom Turner on the second, Brad Pennell, Ewan Wilson, Josh Skelton, Levi King, with the rookie Derek Morgan alongside Will Pettit. Then we've got Mabin, Harvey, Barnett, Ward, Rose, King, Kimber and Brown giving chase. A few drivers further back, Aaron Mills could be worth the punt. Ben Davis in P24 should work his way through the grid quickly too in the DHR kart. So let's see as we get ourselves ready for the start. Ready, Avante, and down the straight we go. Skipping the first chicane as normal. Then down to the first hairpin we will go. Driver's details on the left-hand side as we pick our way through. On the first lap, a little bit of jostling. How much contact is there going to be? Oh, a little bit of tripping up, but everybody just about okay. That's a relief. Everyone making it through nice and cleanly through to the first bus stop. Left, right, left, and everybody, oh, that's Aaron Mills. He's overshot the chicane there, so the 54 drops about 5 places, I would guesstimate. So problems there into the right-hander. Several moves as we go for a clean lap. Everybody just about through there. Sam, that's the 63 in there. That is Cameron Fisher. I was going to say Sam Fisher there for a moment. That's a different kart racer altogether. Across the line, and it all looks good for Joe Turney as he leads the way from Curl, Hodgson, and it's an amazing scrap of drivers we've got behind them chasing through the chicane for the first time and down to the hairpin on the second lap. Some crazy racing about to kick off up the inside line. Oh, that's the 25. That's Morgan Rose with his bumper trailing behind the kart. Now, he is going to get a mechanical flag with that without any shadow of doubt. Yeah, getting a mechanical flag for that. He's going to have to come in, get it repaired, or that'll be the end of his race. It's pretty much the end of his race anyway. If he comes in and gets it repaired, he'll be at least a lap down, just under a minute for a lap around here at Fulbeck, so there's a good few minutes in repairing that, that's for sure. Aaron Mills, by the way, will get away with missing the chicane because he gave the places back. That's fine. If you give the places back, you get away with it. Oh, there's the lead change. That's Danny Curl. Danny Curl makes the bid for the lead, so the 67 now leads the race, and here comes Hodgson. Hodgson's going to make his way through, and through as well goes Pennell. So Joe Turney goes from first to fourth in the space of 3 apexes. Absolutely incredible. The KR Sport driver once leading the race, now down the order into 4th position once again. So it's Curl, Hodgson, Pennell, Turney, Skelton, Turner, Morgan and Pettit. Now you've obviously got the great battles going on here for 4th position. Is he about to lose another place to Josh Skelton in the 43? Doesn't quite get through. Joe Turney working his way on, desperately trying to work out if he can move back to the top 3 again, but he's already lost quite a bit of ground to Brad Pennell. So it's Turney, Skelton, Turner giving chase. Morgan is 7th, Pettit is 8th from Levi King and Ewan Wilson. The official British Karting Championship for seniors is the OK Senior class, and as you can see there on the graphic, Joe Turney in 4th place here actually leads that championship after the first 2 rounds at Clay Pigeon some time ago. And of course, winning the British Senior Championship makes you the top senior driver in British karting. The OK Senior, very much the top championship at level. Oh, big slide there from the 14, Will Pettit, somehow managing to keep the kart pointing in the right direction with an amazing crop of drivers in around him. Levi King, Ewan Wilson, Elliot Harvey, all trying to get through. Jack Mabin's not far away from him either in 12th position. But Danny Curl leads the way still. Hodgson, Pennell, Turney, Skelton, Turner, Morgan and Pettit. And what an amazing scrap. Derek Morgan there in 7th place is the leading rookie. You see the positions to the right of your screen. The white numbers on a blue background denote the drivers as rookies. There are 6 in this one. It's Morgan that leads it from King and Jack Mabin. They are the top 3 rookies in the race, but it's Curl from Hodgson and Pennell out front. So Danny Curl hanging on to the pace at the moment. It's very, very tight. In fact, I think he might have just lost the lead to Oliver Hodgson. Yes, Hodgson is leading. So Curl is now 2nd. Brad Pennell in 3rd position still, but that has definitely given Joe Turney an opportunity to close them up. So Danny Curl drops to 2nd position now behind Oliver Hodgson. They come across the line. Hodgson, Curl, Pennell, Turney, Skelton, Turner, Morgan, Pettit, Harvey and Ewan Wilson with Levi King in 11th position. Here they come to the hairpin once again. That's a very late lunge on the inside for Brad Pennell, and as a result, he can't get through. I think he really shouldn't have gone for that one, to be fair, because that's only going to give Joe Turney more ammunition to try and close up, and he has done so already. So Josh Skelton in the 43 in P5. Hodgson, here we go. That's a much stronger opportunity, Brad, and you're going to get the move done. And now Curl's the one who drops down to 4th position. So just as what happened to Joe Turney, who went from 1st to 4th, now it's the same problem for Danny Curl. Great move there by Bradley Pennell.
perfect move, and Joe Turney taking advantage. Classic karting move. One goes through. You put your front nose cone not right on the back of him, but you basically follow him through and hang the man on the outside out to dry. And instead of one going through, two go through. And Danny Curl, the championship leader, is down to 4th place, and Hodgson looks like he's got 4 or 5 kart lengths here. He may be gone.
Well, we've lost Morgan Rose from the race after his problems with the bumper. He has retired from the race, unfortunately. I think the other two, Oliver Greetham and Rory Hudson, involved in an incident earlier on. We're watching a replay. That is a big shunt straight over the top, very nearly, of the 91. Big shunt there.
Nathan Schaefer.
Yep, and all into the side of Paul Stewart. That's at turn 1. And they were very, very lucky that there wasn't more damage to the karts and even more damage to themselves. Battenberg flag deployed.
Very close to our very expensive slow motion camera.
Yeah, that was very nearly $8,000 they had to spend there. That was a very nasty moment. But oh, red flags. So the big decision there made, but I think the right one under the circumstances. So the race is going to be restarted.
4-lap shootout, Jake. I think there are 4 laps to go. And again, perfect restart. We saw that with Taylor Barnard earlier in the cadet race. And Oliver Hodgson has got his foot down early, and he's away and gone, and Pennell's allowed him to go.
Pennell, Turney and Curl are going to have to work together here to try and reel in Hodgson after a restart like that. Skelton in 5th from Turner, Pettit, Harvey, Morgan, Jack Mabin, Wilson, and then the Kings, Levi and Lewis, having a good battle there for 12th position. But Brett Ward is trying to come into the fight as well in 14th. And then we have Lewis Malin and James Johnson with Mark Kimber trying to close them down. Great battle all the way through this one. Let's have a look and see. Oh, I don't think Hodgson's going to lose this one now, though. Look at that gap. They're going to have to do something pretty special, Pennell, Turney and Curl. They're going to have to join forces and unite in order to get that gap down, although they may get a helping hand from Skelton and Turner. So Hodgson's lead absolutely huge now as a result, and I don't think he's going to lose this one in a hurry.
We're closing down. I'm not sure there's 4 laps or 4 minutes or so to go, but 4 or 5 laps at the restart. But what a great start there by Hodgson. Once more, saw it with Barnard earlier on in the cadet race. He got his foot down early and left Bradley Pennell in his wake. So Pennell here is battling over 2nd place.
Oh,
this is close.
That's Pettit. He makes the move there on Elliot Harvey. So Pettit goes up into 7th position to defend the position. Harvey had got past him, and now he gets the place back. And they're still battling side by side, those two. It's going to be a really interesting fight between them to see who is actually going to come across the line ahead. But Harvey now in front of Will Pettit again, so they swap positions yet once more. Hodgson, Pennell, Turney, Curl, Skelton and Turner.
Oliver Hodgson was my pick to win the championship, the favourite at the beginning of the season, but the first 2 rounds were an absolute disaster for him. I think he only scored 142 points, I think he was in the first round, 105 in the second round. He's going to drop that second round score, but Danny Curl in 4th place here has got such a championship lead. He can pretty much tie up the championship by the penultimate round, and I expect him to do that. To be fair, I think Danny's got far too much experience now these days to let a big championship lead go by, and he has got a big championship lead, believe me.
So Hodgson out in front, doing an absolutely cracking job. Pennell in 2nd place from Turney. Curl still trying to get himself back into the 3rd position. Skelton trying to reel him in. Tom Turner going well in 6th position as well. We haven't mentioned him too much in this one, but Tom Turner, very solid display from him in 6th position. Elliot Harvey 7th from Will Pettit, Ewan Wilson, and Jack Mabin has now moved himself into the top 10, displacing Derek Morgan.
Yeah, and Mabin is now the leading rookie as well. Morgan was the leading rookie, but no longer. That's Mabin from Morgan, and then the 2 Kings, Levi and Lewis. So the 4 rookies battling it out, 10, 11, 12 and 13. And that's important because there's a decent trophy on offer.
Yep, everybody wants to be the top rookie in Snr X30 in 2017. It shows your calibre and your credence. Hodgson out in front though, and they've got a massive gap to take down to it to close up. Danny Curl moving slightly across to the line to make sure that Josh Skelton doesn't get through, but at the same time he really needs to use Josh to help push him further forward.
Danny Curl has got a big championship lead after the first 3 rounds of this championship. He's had a big score in each of the rounds, and he'll be pretty content, I think, with 4th place in this one if this is where he ends up, because he'll have another big score here, and it means pretty much 2 of the last 3 rounds. He could probably just have reasonable rounds and win the championship by the penultimate round. So Curl in fourth, not where he wants to be. He'd like to be out front, but he'll be reasonably happy with this as a championship score.
Great battles as we go into the final lap, and Oliver Hodgson looks comfortable in the lead of it as he continues to hold station in front of Brad Pennell, who has worked incredibly hard to get to second position. Joe Turney, fastest lap of the race, in third position, a 44.34. That's pretty quick around Fulbeck, but it's not going to be enough to win. He's certainly not going to get another opportunity on Brad Pennell, I don't think either. Never mind the race victory, he's too far back for my money, so Hodgson is going to get this one sealed.
Great performance here, Jake, by Bradley Pennell, by the way. The best we've seen of him. Turney in behind him is absolute top quality, we know that, but he's not got a sniff, and it is Pennell that finishes second to Hodgson. Turney through to third.
Great win for Hodgson from Brad Pennell. Joe Turney third across the line, but given a post-race penalty, we think, for working on the kart during the red flag. That promotes Danny Curl to third, ahead of Skelton and Thomas Turner in P5.
Ollie, brilliant win. Talk us through the restart, because of course that brought everyone back together again. Did you have a plan for that restart?
Yeah, well, I knew it was an opportunity to get away quickly, so I tried my best to accelerate when the others weren't expecting it. It worked out very well.
And in those early stages of the restart, you know, you were lapping sort of 2 to 3 tenths quicker than anyone. Where's that pace come from? Was that experience?
I think just determination to get the job done. I knew it was an opportunity, so at that point I had given it everything I had.
You had a bad first round in the championship, didn't you? But it's all coming together now, isn't it?
Yeah, we had 2 quite poor rounds to start with, so from here on in we just got to keep putting pressure on everyone else, and the result will be what it will be. I mean, I'm extremely proud of what we did as a team this weekend, because last night you wouldn't have put a tenner on us winning, and to pull it off a double win today was an all-round great effort.
Oliver Hodgson pictured, moves into the top 5. He's chasing Brett Ward, Elliot Harvey, Thomas Turner, and the championship leader Danny Curl, who has a stranglehold.